Namaste, good morning everyone. My name is Kassandra and I'm going to take you through a 10-minute morning yoga stretch. We are going to start standing up. No props are required and this is suitable for all levels. So go ahead and step your feet out wide, legs out wide, and turn your heels in and your toes out. So you want your feet to be at about a 45-degree angle, pointing towards the top corners of your mat. And we're going to take this deep squat and you can let your hands rest over the tops of your thighs. So just getting that first big stretch through the inner thighs and inner groin. And you can kind of sway a little bit here side to side. And if it feels appropriate for you, you can also go a little deeper into this one by coming down on your forearms. And I am using my elbows and my hands a little bit to push my knees open a little bit wider. So we do these classes as a way to set the tone for the day ahead and feel really good in our bodies. So go ahead and bring your right hand onto your right thigh and see if you can drop your shoulder down so that you're twisting through your upper body. Left shoulder pulls back. And switch sides. Left hand to your left inner thigh. Drop your left shoulder down. Roll the right one back. Big external hip rotation. And let's come back through to center. Push into your heels to lift up. Reach your arms up overhead. Hold onto your hands. Flip the palms so the palms face up and just tilt over one side and then to the other. We'll do that one more time on each side. Just getting into the side body here. Coming back to neutral, let's find warrior two. So your right toes point towards the top of the mat. Your left foot should be parallel to the shorter edge of your mat as you bend into that right knee. Try to press and squeeze that right knee open towards your little toe while also pressing that left hip back. Getting even deeper as you bend your right knee. And let's straighten the right leg. Keep your legs quite wide, just as they are. Start to extend and reach that right arm forward. Drop it down, left arm up. And you can always grab a hold of your shin with your right palm. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Really extend and reach through that left hand. And push into the feet, bend a little into your front knee so you can lift back up, and we'll just go right away to do that on the other side. So turn your right toes in, left toes now point towards the back of the mat. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2 as you sink down low. So same thing is happening here. I'm trying to press my left knee open while also pushing that right hip back. So nice tension of opposites here. And send the energy all the way through your fingers and palms. And just asking yourself, what is your intention today? This is a pose for strength, for grounding, for clarity. Sink down a little bit lower. And let's straighten the leg into our triangle pose. So lean and extend through that left arm. Drop the left hand down and extend your right arm up towards the sky. Either just propping your left hand to the outer shin, or you can just grab a hold of your leg so you're not quite as low. The goal is really not to touch the floor here, so don't worry if that's not happening. One more full deep breath. And you can bend into your front knee in order to lift back up. Straighten the legs, hands on your hips. Now turn so that both feet are parallel to the shorter edges of your mat. Lift and lengthen, and let's fold on down. Prosarita, Tanasana, wide-legged forward fold. And you might choose to just keep your hands down on the floor. If you'd like to open your shoulders a little bit, you can interlace your fingers behind your lower back and reach your knuckles up and over. If this is too much for your shoulders, leave it out and do any other arm variation that you prefer. Let's take a cleansing breath in this forward fold. So a big inhale through the nose and a big exhale out your mouth. And bring your fingertips down back to the floor if they were lifted. Push into the mat in order to lift chin and chest up halfway. Bend a little bit into your knees. Bring your hands on your hips and push your heels into the floor in order to lift up. And we're just going to step to the top of the mat. Tadasana pose, mountain. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Palms shine forward. Roll your shoulder blades down your back. And let's take a half sun salutation. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold down. You can absolutely bend your knees here if you'd like. Halfway lift, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Push into your feet in order to lift all the way back up, leading with your heart. Exhale, hands at the heart. Our full sun salutation this time. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, fold it down, hinging from your hips. Halfway lift, fingertips to the shins, parallel to the floor with your chest. Fold down, plant your palms and just step back into a plank pose. Holding here, feel your tailbone reach towards your heels. Crown of your head extends forward. Pull your lower belly in. And we lower all the way down to our belly. Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Elbows in, shoulders back. And we release our first downward facing dog, and we're going to hold it here. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Your hands are shoulder width distance apart. Feet are about hip width distance apart. And you can totally bend your knees. Don't worry about this. And we'll take another cleansing breath, just like what we did in our wide-legged forward fold. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting it go. Focusing on your one word intention, one word that captures how you want to feel today. Push into your heels and let's bring our knees down to the floor. One last little pose here. We'll come into thread the needle, probably my favorite pose to do in the morning. Reach your right arm up to the sky and then thread it through, shoulder and ear lower to the ground. And you can keep your left hand as it is, or you can reach your arm up overhead. Try to press into your right hip so you're not leaning over to the left side of your mat. And let's slide that left hand back, push into your hand to re-extend, right arm up. Tabletop pose, second side, left arm rises, big breath in, and carefully thread it through. The further you get that arm, the deeper you'll feel this one, but careful not to sway your hips to the right, and choose the arm variation that feels the best to you right now in this pose. We're trying to open up through our upper back. Lower belly hugs in. And slide your right hand back, push into the palm, come all the way back up. And let's release. Come to take a seat in any way that is comfortable to you here, cross-legged or kneeling, lengthening out through your spine. Let's join our palms together at the front of the heart. And take a moment to set your intention for the day. Now that you've taken a little bit of time for yourself this morning, what is the feeling that you want to go with? And we'll anchor this intention and close our practice with the chant of Om 1 time. Inhale to chant, big breath in. Bowing forward, namaste. Thank you so much for doing this short morning yoga practice with me. I hope you have your intention for the day and that this helped you get ready physically, emotionally, and mentally for the rest of your day ahead. I would love to know how this went for you. Leave me a comment down below. And if you want to stay a little longer, I do love doing a little bit of meditation every morning. This class here would be perfect to follow this up with. Let me know what word you've chosen, what your intention is, and hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow morning for another 10-minute morning yoga practice. Namaste.